Why, hello there, and welcome back to Viking Conquest and our Ironman challenge. Now, as you can see, I'm actually participating in a tournament here, and don't worry, it's not going to take up the whole episode or anything like that. Well, unless you want it to, obviously, because some people like to see the tournaments, some people don't. It's kind of a double-edged sword for me, really. I don't really mind showing them or not showing them, because for me, they're actually quite fun. But obviously they don't have any of that additional risk for me as an Iron Man, you know, attempting to survive against all manners of beasties coming at us from every which way. They're coming out of the walls, you know, so to speak. But yeah, anyway. References aside, yeah, I've actually been doing quite well. Not too bad. I haven't really been doing any fighting as such. My fighting has been restricted to tournaments. That's it. Just tournaments. And otherwise, I have been pretty successful in trading. I've been doing quite a bit of trading. And that was Brunhild. Wow, she actually survived for quite a significant amount of time, didn't she? Anyway, that was really nice. 3 teams with 3 fighters each. We've already done the first round. You didn't see that because obviously I started the recording afterwards, but otherwise we're going to see how we do here. Oh yeah, this is actually fantastic. We can just kind of sit back here and just wait and see who actually ends up winning. But yeah, I went over to Dorstadt, went over to Ribe, and I went over to Tunsberg, and now I am in... I'm in the town next to Edinburgh. I can't remember what the name of it is, but I'm in the town next to Edinburgh, basically. And I'm just trying to, you know, do my best to win this tournament. There was actually a tournament, I think in Dunwich, and I did that one as well. And I won, obviously. I mean, the tournaments do seem to be quite easy in Viking Conquest. Once you get a little bit of extra proficiencies here and there, you're going to have a pretty easy time getting that victory. Although, you wouldn't think it to look at me right now, would you? Because obviously I'm taking quite a bit of damage, which is not great. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much, champion fighter. But yeah, that's actually the first time I've gotten seriously injured, which is kind of weird. But anyway, this is the penultimate round. What we're going to do after this is basically what I've actually been doing is with my trade money and the various other little bits of money that I've gained from doing a couple of bandit fights. Nothing too extravagant or anything like that. My point for that is that I don't really like doing anything that's going to result in a potential death for Borgar. If you're not there, you know, if you're not there, then it makes not much sense for me unless I'm just doing very, very easy bandit fights. I don't really want to do something where I could potentially die and then the moment is missed and you won't see me actually die on camera. And I personally feel like that is a huge waste because that's the whole point of the Ironman challenge, you know, me attempting to strive to stay alive against all odds and trying to make the most of things. So that's basically the reason why I don't tend to do very difficult fights off screen. I will do some, you know, Viking stuff, but for the most part, I will try to just do trading and I will try to do easy bandits. And as you can see right here, oh, they're still not wanting to give me anything. You notice that? They still don't want to give me anything. Okay, so what do we have in here? Okay, so we got a sailor. I'm actually going to take the sailor. And we'll see where else I can go to. So as you can see right here, I actually have some tar. I'm going to sell the tar right here as well. And let's sell the furs too. There's actually some ale here. I'm not really sold on ale. I think there's actually some really, really good ale elsewhere. Okay, so yeah, buying ale here and selling it at the West Seax town, that is the best. But that's certainly something that I'm not going to be doing. Now, what do we have here? Oh, yeah. I don't know whether you remember this place, but this is actually Stone Row. Stone Row is the place where you can sell your prisoners for a slightly higher price. And I just wanted to actually show you this on camera because the one time that I actually went here when I had a significant amount of prisoners didn't really work out too well because, as I said in that episode, they only give you a very little amount extra. And I'm actually kind of surprised about this. So let's just see whether that actually happens again. Anyway, I have slaves to sell, as you can see right here. I will pay you according to the quality of the prisoner, as do the other slave traders, and I will add 1 penny on top, regardless of their status. That means you will earn 1 extra penny per slave. Yeah, that's the main reason why I tend not to come back here that much. If they gave me 100 extra, every single time, then I'd basically be like, oh yeah, give me that cash, you know. But one extra, it just doesn't make sense. You know, I'm going to be spending a huge amount of food time, travel time, basically morale as well. If you have a big enough army, you know, morale is going to plummet very quickly if you're not fighting. And so we're just going to say, yes, give me that. And I had, what was it? I think I had like 35, 36, or something like that, prisoners. So I basically gained 35 or 36 additional pennies. Now this is fun. Okay, so I'm actually in Ellil right now, which means I'm obviously in Ireland. And, well, we're going to be attempting to buy ourselves a foundry or maybe something like that. Let's have a look. See here. Brewery's not so good. It's okay. Yeah, it seems like the foundry is the best, so we will take that. That's going to cost me 17,500, but I've got a pretty decent amount of cash right now thanks to all my trading, and there is also another tournament going on here as well. Alright, so I thought you'd probably want to see the final rounds of this tournament at Ellil, and it's a 1 versus 1, of course. You know, they usually are. And we're going to see how we do. Now, this guy is using a spear. I had a wonderful, wonderful round in the previous one where I was actually given thrown weapons, but I didn't even use them and I still won. So, yeah, it was because my team was actually really, really good, so I didn't really need to worry about doing too much. But I did get quite a few killing blows and everything. But, yeah, obviously, as I say, I didn't even need to use my thrown weapons, which is actually quite rare nowadays because I really love using them. I think it's a lot of fun. So let's see if I can win here. Ooh, that was close. 49 damage he actually returned to me. And there you go. Still, once again, not getting any reward. We have a slight situation on our hands. Yes, I actually did attempt to do another siege. And I thought to myself, okay, well, let's just see if I can make this work. Because nearby, there was actually a friendly vassal. I'm not entirely sure whether they were from my faction or from a different faction, but whatever the case, they were besieging the town that I attempted to siege in the previous episode, and I thought, okay, this is a great opportunity for me to go and try and take the settlement to the southwest of that one. And that basically meant just going up against about 100 or so units in the garrison, and I thought, yeah, that sounds great. But unfortunately, now we are having a slight issue where we're actually fighting these guys, and this is where we're actually starting. It's actually an actual battlefield. Yeah. That's not particularly good. Let's just say that. It is not particularly good. Alright, so I do have quite a few infantry, so I suppose we will put these guys over here. Look at this. There's 212 enemies on the battlefield right now. I don't have a lot of hope for this, and amusingly enough, I have literally just finished going around a variety of different taverns, trying to spend my money in good places, trying to recruit strong enough units to be able to return here and actually try and get something done in regards to a siege. Bear in mind that if I end up dying here, then obviously that is a big issue, but yeah, you know, if that happens, then it happens. I mean, I haven't really done too badly, you know, I haven't really done too much of a disservice to the Bear-Tilled name, I guess. I mean, what episode are we in right now? Is it like episode 18 or 19 or something like that? I'm not entirely sure, but the point is that that's about the time that I, well, let's just say had a slight issue in native. So let's not mention that. No, let's not mention it. I think it's fine. So let's actually just get my people to stand a little bit closer here. We're going to do the Spartan thing. Going to do a bit of a Spartan sort of formation here, where we tended to use this in the Spartan mod, where we would just be shield wall, a lot of spears, obviously Spartans, you know, but then we're just going to be very, very close by to each other. We're going to be trying to hold position, trying to draw out a lot of the enemy's attacks. And I actually have a bunch of archers now as well, bear that in mind. So that's definitely something that we're going to have to try and utilize as much as possible. Bear in mind, however, that the Saxon units that we're actually going up against here, they're not great. I gotta say, I feel like they're not great. So we might actually have an opportunity to do something here. Or not, as the case may be. Kill him. Kill that guy. Ah. Oh, they're blocking. They're blocking like no one's business, aren't they? This is not good. If they charge us right now, I think we might actually end up dying. Tree, what are you doing? Get out of the way. Get out of the way, tree. Thank you. Okay, let's just go and attack them from behind then, I guess. That's basically the best thing that I can do right now, apparently. Because they seem to be blocking from every other direction, which is kind of harsh. But, yeah. Anyway, these guys, they're archers. Hopefully they're going to get a couple of kills here and there. And these guys are skirmishers. It's just nice that the enemy isn't deciding to actually charge at us right now. They might actually end up losing if they decide to charge. So that might be problematic for them, but you can see here. Okay, so I'm just going to tell them to advance 10 paces, and we'll see if we can maybe do something about that. I don't really... oh, look at that. That's really bad. Let's just try and kill a bunch of their skirmishers slash archers ourselves. And, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. We are losing a lot of units, though. That's the thing. We are losing a lot of units. Let's tell them to go and attack the infantry, then, I suppose. Let's tell them to go in here. Wow. I think... Actually, we're not... are we doing badly? I think we're doing pretty badly. Well, the best thing I can do is this, and then maybe I can try and attack their skirmishers a little bit as well. I can't really... Oh, no! Don't get killed, horsey. No. That is not good. Okay. Yeah, I think we have some issues. I don't... It does not look good. Let's just say that. It does not look good for our infantry. So I think I'm actually going to retreat here. Oh, no. It's a repeat, isn't it? It's a repeat of the previous attempt to besiege. And look at this. I can't even get away because we have not been able to kill as many units as we needed to. So I'm going to have to pull back and leave 18 soldiers behind. A fat cow, eh? Yes. Okay, so I'm actually here at Dorstad right now, and as you can see, they've given me a cow. And I seem to remember that the cow actually does something. Doesn't it give me milk or something like that? I'm actually unsure about that, but I'm going to keep it in my inventory just in case. I also did another tournament just now in Reba, and this is exactly what I got, which is actually kind of amazing. Now, I know what you're I know what you're thinking. I know what you're saying. Why did you go the opposite way around? Because I actually went to Tunsberg, to Reba, to Dorstad. And there's a reason for that. I went all the way into the north because I wanted to fight some more bandits to gain some more cash. Because at the time, I just didn't have any cash. It was hard to find any more wool in the various villages and things like that. And I decided to go around that way so that I could fight a whole bunch of bandits in the north, in Scotland, basically. And that actually worked out quite nicely. I made quite a decent amount of cash. I made about like maybe about 16,000. I found some people to recruit as well, which is actually really nice. And I think we are kind of back to full strength, so I might be able to, well, not full strength, but decent strength. And I think I might be able to do some battles against the vassals. That rhymes a little bit. And there you go, the last little bit of jewelry being sold right there. And I can actually sell this rich sword as well for 1,200, which is actually kind of amazing, but I'm not going to do that right now. Anyway, let's just go into the meat hall real quick. Doesn't seem like there's anything here, unfortunately. Oh well. Alright, so it's actually time for us to go into the strange ruins. This is actually something that I've been meaning to do for the past couple of episodes, but I've never really gone that close to it. And, well, I had other things to do, like doing vassal battles and things like that. And bear in mind that I'm probably still going to be able to do a vassal battle in this episode as well. It is just a case of me actually getting over there and trying to isolate one of them. Divide and conquer is the whole thing, isn't it? Anyway, let's try and investigate this. Bear in mind that this is going to be a little tricky. I'm actually with Clovis and Kaio right here. They're probably my strongest companions at the moment, so let's see if we can actually do something. Bear in mind I have a whole bunch of thrown weapons, so we might do decently well. I'm not going to say that we're going to achieve victory here, but bear in mind that if I die here, that's it. That is game over, because these guys that we're about to be fighting, they mean business. There's no practice here. There's no blunt weapons or anything like that. And it's not a tournament, that's for sure. So let's see if we can do something about it. I like the how the foliage and so on and so forth actually moves. Oh no, don't get shot in the back now. Come on now. Can they... could you just look at the opponent while they're shooting at you? That would be nice. They seem to be... No, no, no. Come on. Face towards them. There we go. They're actually attacking them now. But I have a bad feeling that Kaio's just going to die really, really fast. There you go. I have a bad feeling that I'm going to die really, really fast. Oh no. I've just jinxed myself once again. That's not a good idea. No. Clovis, what are you doing? Come on now. Don't get murdered now, please, sir. I would appreciate it. That was a veteran. Oh, hello. Okay, this guy has something to prove. Oh, yes, he does. Okay, here's a thrown weapon, sir. Take that, Bandit King. That is what you get. Oh, I'm just super thankful that I have such a long sword right now, because if I didn't have such a long sword, I probably wouldn't have been able to finish that Bandit King guy off. And it would have been problematic. Okay, not too bad. My stamina's tired right now. Okay, he's dead. Fantastic. Taking the high ground. That's great. Okay, so you know what we want to do now, right? Yeah, not run, but... What? Why are there so many guys? Oh no. Okay, this is kind of bad. This is kind of bad. I'm actually wondering whether I should just tab out. Should I just tab out? Is that it? Can I do it? Uh-huh. Right. Okay, that's kind of insane. That is kind of insane. I did kill the Bandit King, though. That's the thing. I did kill the Bandit King. All right, so let's see if there's actually less units this time around. I'm actually unsure why there were so many coming out. Usually, and I've done this particular event before. Usually what will happen is you'll fight a couple outside, you know, I'm talking about 4 or 5, then you'll go inside to the hideout itself, and then you'll fight a couple more, you'll probably fight about, you know, maybe 5 to 10, and then towards the end you'll come across the Bandit King himself. And that's the guy that you're going to have to be a bit careful of. But in this, no, they're not doing it that way. They are not doing it that way, that's for sure. Anyway, let's see if I can maybe do something here. Ah, I was hopeful that I'd be able to kill that guy. Never mind. All right. I guess what I should have done with our previous guys is literally just waited in there as soon as possible. Just come on. Everyone hold position right here. Everyone hold position right here. Don't go over there like an imbecile. Thank you. Okay, get him. Kill the Bandit King. Kill the Bandit King. Yeah, now you're running away, aren't you? You fiend. There we are, he's dead. Okay, good work, Solvik. Solvik is actually really good. And also our other companion here. Okay, so far so good. Why is he running in? He's got no shield. Come on, don't do that. Don't run in there. That is not going to be very healthy for you. Thank you. Okay, kill that guy. There we go. Ah, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. No. Don't go in there. I don't know why they're doing that. I really don't know. But let me see. Can I pick up some stuff? Yeah, I can pick up some javelins. Nice. Oh, that was a nice kill too. Very good. Okay, kill him. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, pick up another javelin. Try and do some damage. I was hopeful that I could... Ah, are you serious? Now they're not helping? Now they're not overzealous? Yeah, of course. Okay. Right. Okay, there's a shield here. It's been destroyed, of course. Okay, take him down. Yeah, there we go. Good work, friends. Okay, we're actually doing quite nicely here. Oh, nice hit. This guy's an absolute beast with a polearm. Look at that. He's actually specifically targeting their head hitbox as well. That's amazing. Oh, nice. Decapitation as well. I've taken massive damage, unfortunately. It seems like this might very well be the end for us, maybe. Oh no. Okay, we gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. He's getting the high ground. There we go. And there's level 16. Okay, fantastic. Now, can I pick up this? Yes, I can. Alright. Everyone dead? No, there's still one. As you can see right here. Pick up that javelin, thank you. He's dead too. Okay. That is good. Everyone dead? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot of javelins. I will take these. Gotta be careful here. Gotta be careful. There's definitely more units inside. This is exactly the reason why I was kind of a bit perplexed, because usually you're able to get inside here, as I said. And, oh dear. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna tab out there. I'm gonna tab out. There's no way I would be able to complete that. Alright, so I've tried it again, and it seems as though the vassals nearby are a little bit busy, because they're actually busy with, I think I saw a bunch of Cornubia vassals nearby, and those guys, they're the ones keeping them busy, which is great, which means that there's a little bit of a siege going on. I think the enemies that we have right here are actually besieging one of the Cornubia fiefs, and that is making all the difference. So in other words, we're now able to get into the settlement right here and hopefully be able to take it without too many difficulties. Asbjorn, let's go. Let's do this. I'm sure we'll be fine if I don't get a javelin to the face. It might happen. It has happened before. Let's just not jinx myself, shall we? That would be the most ideal. Thank you very much. So otherwise, let's see what we can do. I am quite positive about this. Personally, I feel like if I'm able to get my siege equipment built in the first place, I think I can pretty much take on quite a few mid to low tier fiefs. And I'm not saying I can take on, you know, the greatest ones, like the ones that literally have, I don't know, 500, 600 units. I feel like that's a bit too much for my army at the moment, but I can probably take on anything else. So in other words, I can take on things with maybe 250 maximum, maybe 300 at a push, dependent on what kind of units are actually in the garrison there. Because as you can see right here, these guys are actually pretty easy for me to kill, and they're gonna be basically the perfect enemies. These are the perfect enemies right here. The ones with no shields, the ones with really, really light armor, and they just fall before me. There's not really much they can do about it, you know? So it's great. This is just fantastic. Doing this kind of thing is just really, really good. Bear in mind, however, that I do have stamina turned on, and as a result, it is going to be a little bit of a case of waiting some time, you know, so it's fine though, because we can now go back into the battle, and as it is with Warband, sometimes the AI is a little bit stupid when it comes to not seeing me, but bear in mind that some of the time Warband AI is supernaturally good, and I'm talking about there are various moments where I have played in a siege and I have gone into the battlements, just like I did here, and instead, oh wow, there's actually a second stage. Ooh, this is really cool. Oh yeah, I like this. Anyway, back to the story. The point is that I have gone into the battlements, and I have been like, oh okay, yeah, I might as well just try and kill as many of the reinforcements as I can get my hands on, and so I try to do that. And you've seen this before in a couple of my series as well, where I'm not doing the Ironman challenge, where I attempt to do this kind of maneuver where I go in and I try to stay behind their lines and I try to eliminate any reinforcements that come my way, and it ends up that I actually die, you know? It ends up that I actually start dying, and that's the reason why generally it's not the best idea, especially if you're doing Ironman, not to do that, because you're going to be in a situation where they're all going to gang up on you. It's a bit weird because, as you could see right there, these guys literally just ignored my presence. But in some mods, the enemy is going to be like, oh, there's a guy there? I better swarm him. I better swarm him with everything I've got. And then they end up swarming you with literally every single unit that is in that vicinity. So 10 units all on you in a very close quarter situation. You're not going to survive that very easily unless you jump out the window like I've done sometimes. But there you go. We are actually victorious here, and I'm pretty happy about this. I am actually pretty happy. So let's see if I can capture a couple of people here, and we will rescue a couple because we're going to put them in the garrison or whatever. Because I mean, these Vikings are really good to keep, but the Britain units, we're going to put them in the garrison, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so we'll share the loot because I can. Oh yeah, by the way, the cow makes butter. As you can see right here, the cow makes butter. I'm not entirely sure how long it takes to do that, but it makes butter, and that's all that really matters. So that's actually really nice. Bear in mind, there's also a Viking long fort relatively close by, so I can take all of this loot over there and sell that. Alright, so this is actually kind of new to me because I haven't played Viking Conquest in a long time, and I'm actually unsure what they're all talking about with these options here. So you may decide to forbid your troops from harming the fort, but if you want to conquer it for your faction... Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna plunder the fort. I'm gonna conquer it, but forbid plundering. Even though it would actually... Maybe... Troops may lose morale. You can allow some plundering and keep the fort. Yeah, okay. Let's actually plunder it a little bit, because it might very well be that the opponent is going to come at us with a massive army, and I will decide to leave it, and then I will have gained nothing. But so I'm going to plunder it a little bit. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh dear. Okay, we lost some reputation, which is not exactly great. Oh, and it seems like we're actually on a horse. That's interesting. Well, that's pretty cool, I gotta say. That is pretty cool. I like how they're doing this. I like this quite a bit. We are killing the townspeople, which is obviously not great. And someone is actually kind of annoyed with me. I think there's a companion or something in my army that is not really happy about this. But what am I supposed to do, you know? I don't really want my army to have a really, really low morale and then start abandoning the army, and that's going to be really bad, because then we're going to have diminished strength in the direst of times. We know we need the strength as much as possible. But there you go. That's a good little plunder for us right there. Not too bad. And we are able to... Oh, look at this. I'm just thankful I've got a good amount of inventory management, so... Let's just take all of this. Thank you very much. I won't take the beef, but I will take the vegetables and the bread, and I'm happy with that. And we're going to request that this be awarded to us. We gain some cash as well, and we gain 8 renown. This is actually kind of crazy. Bear in mind that the populace is against us, which is obviously not great. But I can't really do much about that. Oh, it seems like that's all I can do. That's all I can do. I can't wait here for some time or anything like that. Okay, that's actually kind of strange. There's Cornubia, and as you can see, this is actually under siege right now. So I guess we'll... this guy does not like us attacking innocent people, as beyond. Okay, understandable. Okay, so there is no waiting here for some time. Interesting. Okay, well, we have taken it, and now it is just a case of potentially defending it. So I guess I'll leave the defense for the next episode, if there is going to be one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.